Hey, welcome to Ice Age TV. And what the heck are we doing today? Yeah, the Age TV conversations. And what am I doing today? I don't know. I'm always on an adventure. If you follow my channel, there's always an adventure. So what is today's adventure? What am I doing in the race truck? This race truck, so much fun. I mean, this thing is just a blast. I'm riding around here back in Virginia. If you follow my YouTube channel, it's cold. It's 42 degrees today, but it's a real dry, cold weather. So it's cold. So yeah, what am I up to? Yeah, what am I up to? What am I doing? What am I doing? Do you want to follow along for the ride? Do you want to see how crazy I am again on another day? The craziness going up and down these hills. This truck just for this. Yeah, you get yourself in trouble in this dang thing. She just wants to roll at high speeds. But anyways, yeah, so here's the thing. I'm back in town. I just left a location, which now is tempting me to go home to another location. And from that location, take something with me back to another location. That means that I may then bring something back home from that location. Hey, do I sound like Kamala Harris right now? On how I explain things? Oh my gosh. Ears are popping like crazy. Going over the damn mountain here. Yeah, I don't know. Adventures never end. So yeah, I'm up to something. I'm doing something. So just follow me along as I share with you another. What am I doing? I mean, is it a car adventure, a truck adventure, a lawnmower adventure? I mean, I don't know. What do you think it could be, right? All right, in the adventurous day. I'm just too easy a guy. I just right. Just too much information. I get all that. So just follow me along and see if you can figure out what I'm doing. Just as far as no rain, no snow, just your typical January weather, colder and overcast day, and racetrack time. Busy day yesterday. And that Maverick with that cap on that truck, people inquire all the time about the cap on that Maverick truck, and I'm telling you, it doesn't change anything. I mean, to me, the fuel mileage is the same, the power is the same, handling's the same. There's just nothing different. And that vehicle, if you don't get into it, that's a 28, 29 mile per gallon vehicle. 30 mile per gallon vehicle. But if you're hauling butt in it, yeah, it's 25, 24. Days, adventures, everybody getting on the road and doing their thing and wanting to get up the road. I got that damn squirrel. I want to do that. I did. So anyways, yeah, whatever, right? Just follow along. Be patient. Patience and patience of the virtue. Is that what they say? All right. Stay tuned. All right. We are back home. And what's going on here? Got the Raptor started up. Got to get it moved. Got a motorcycle trailer over here. Uh-oh. What does that mean, right? Yeah, what does that mean? Get this big old Raptor here. And well, I tell you what, I drove this thing a few days this past week, and man, this thing's just a gas hog. I can't get over how lousy the fuel mileage is in this thing right now. See, 11.8 miles per gallon. I'm not even towing anything. I mean, wow, that's concerning. You know what I mean? So, let's see here. What you got here? Get that there and all this other stuff. Don't want that. All right, so, all right. Let me get the truck backed up here. Hooking up the motorcycle trailer. Got to empty the motorcycle trailer. So now I'm kind of giving away my secrets. Could we say that? So interesting what's going on. I'll get the whole button on or something. Complicated. Too much going on. Always. Definitely in the wrong business. I should be in the car business, right? I should be in the motorcycle business. I should be in the hauling business, right? Let me get this thing kind of within reason. But I gotta put my hitch on now. So yes, what is the Iceman up to today? Trailer. Let's see what's in here. What's hiding in this trailer here? Is it a Harley Davidson? Is it an Indian? I mean, what is it, right? Gotta unlock it first. So what have I put in here now? Oh, I got some Hondas. I got Hondas in here. Interesting. And I've got my Indian motorcycle as well. But you know what I gotta do? I gotta hook this thing up first. I gotta get my hitch. Let me do that. All right, looky here. Look, it's in my trailer. So I got some Hondas sitting here. So what's the agenda today? What are we doing? What am I up to? Well, just follow me along. Be patient. All right, look at that there. One less bike. Bikes are strapped down. And now it's time to close up the trailer. Watch out, baby. Oh, go away. And get this up here. And that always happens. Always catches right here. See that? Yeah, so we're good to go now. Yeah. All right, time to take a ride. Doggies ain't going this time. Shutter's hooked up. Raptor's ready to go. Making pretty decent time. Let's see here, select trailer. Do you have the motorcycle trailer here? ATC right there. Cool. That's awesome, isn't it? Yeah. So, let's see what we got here, right? So she's going here. That ain't no sense. Let's see. All right. Oops. Always push the wrong button. There we go. All right. I wonder if my trailer's flat though. I think my trailer's sitting a little low. I think. Let's check it out here in a second. May have to readjust it. Oh yeah, she's sitting way too low. I'm gonna jack this thing up. Oh boy, the fun. All right, another project. Just doesn't end. I think that's a little better. It's dovetailing a little bit, but I think it's the driveway. It's kind of going down here. It'll be all right. The adventures. To buy things, when you buy things and you sell things, it's not that simple. Anybody know that story? Many know that story. All right, let's get on the road here. Settings for the trailer. Truck's toasty warm. That's for sure. How does the Raptor do? Pulling the motorcycle trailer today, right? How does she do? Let's see here. Let's go to drive modes. I'm gonna go to sport. That's where I'm going. Sport. Tow is just too much downshifting. So 11.8 miles per gallon. Now what are you gonna get, right? Yeah, I'll probably be down at 9 miles per gallon. That'd be my guess. So I go over the hills and the mountains and everywhere else. So, all right, the adventure begins. All right, on the road. Tell you what, these technologies vehicles are the worst. Ford, I don't know what it is about Ford sync problems. This Raptor truck always has challenges of connecting the Bluetooth and the Apple Play. I mean, it's aggravating. Just incredible how technology about drive you nuts. So I can't get my Waze to come up, can't get my Bluetooth connect. I've powered off my phone. I've powered off the truck. I mean, to no avail. Nothing's working. So it's just the never-ending challenge to drive around today's technology of cars. Another day I had my conversation about maps, paper maps and directions. Many more were also trained to get in these vehicles, and you know, and then you have all this technology in front of you, but it doesn't work. I mean, this truck, I can say by far is the worst when it comes to the to connecting and technology. This truck always fights me, so who knows? Anyways, what the heck are we doing? I don't know. You know, for me, I'm always on the venture of getting something different ride. And I've kind of been on the fence of trading out a Honda or two for another maybe Honda. And actually, what's really interesting is I've had my eye on the new bagger Honda Rebel 1100 DCT package. And last fall, right before I left town, they tried to make a deal on one, but I just was too busy and I didn't feel like pursuing it. But it's the black. I really want that burgundy, more of a burgundy red color. But it's the same old story. If you want something anymore, the manufacturers, I think, are intentionally making it difficult to get products because they get premium price for everything when they don't have a dime a dozen of units sitting in their showrooms. And I just think that we're of the age, manufacturers have finally figured out it's not worth just making too much stuff because you end up having to give it all away. So I really think the manufacturers more than ever have learned their hard, wow, what the hell was that? Man, I just either ran over something or this transmission is just, woo, that was kind of weird. That was a real hard shift. All my vehicles have warranties on them, so if the transmission drops, I was saying, oh well. I mean, had it drop out of my Explorer ST. So anyways, it's just never ending. It's just like if you were watching my video the other day about that Ford F450 Atlas Blue that my salesman thought I wanted, I didn't. That vehicle disappeared the same day. Somebody came out of state, but here's the thing. There's just no Ford F450, really decked out trucks in the market. Ford, right now, if you want to order a 2023 Ford F450, you can't. You can't order one. Ask me how I know. So the manufacturers, to me, more than ever, I mean, I know one thing, if I'm a manufacturer right now, and after I've witnessed what I made in profits off the pandemic, supply chain issues, I'm going to be more on the page more than ever that if we got to idle people and pay them to sit around for a while to get premium price for our vehicles, I'm going to idle plants just because it's not worth building so many vehicles just to give them all away and make any money. And I really think more than ever that's what's going on in the marketplace, and manufacturers just aren't really going to say much about it. So the whole point is the 1100 DCT Honda Rebel, I thought it may be cool. Switch out the Rebel 500. My daughter's not going to ride that Honda Rebel 500 anymore. That thing's going to collect dust beyond dust, just like the Indian Scout. I think it's just going to collect dust. So, yeah, so what am I doing? So anyways, I was really on the page of the Honda DCT Rebel 1100 package, bagger package, burgundy, but they don't have it. All they have is black. And, anyway, so I went by I have no idea what that is. So I went by the dealership today. I haven't been out there in ages. I haven't been out to Timbrook Honda, Winchester dealership. I'd say at least 4 or 5 months, at least. Maybe 6. And is that amazing, right? And so anyways, I went by there today and I looked at the DCT and I sat on it and oh my gosh, I don't know who the Honda engineers are building this for, because there's no way that bike it fits me. I mean, I'm not a big tall guy. I'm like 5'10", and so I'm not a 6'2" guy. But I sat in that motorcycle, and already my knees are already like into my body. I could tell if I rode that bike probably for like 20-30 minutes, my legs would start cramping up. So I was like, wow, this thing here, this isn't, it just isn't the bike. So yeah, it's a Saturday. And yeah, what do you go do, right? Yeah, go buy another motorcycle, right? Yeah, right. Anyways, so now I'm like, yeah, I'll pass on that. But then they have something else in the showroom. And I'm like, I don't know, that's kind of cool. I've never owned that style of motorcycle before. And maybe that's something I ought to look at. So yeah, so what's going down right now is I'm driving back to Timbrook Honda. And we've got a deal going down on me giving up a Honda. I mean, I can probably give up 2, but I don't know yet. I'm just kind of, that Africa Twin bike that I bought, that is the nicest Africa Twin they've built to date. And they're not really offering good numbers on it. I could easily sell it on my own, especially if we're really only about another 30, 45 days once March kind of starts to hit, people really do kind of start getting the, the itch for the motorcycle season coming up. And believe it or not, I mean, I'm amazed. When I pulled up to this dealership, there was like nobody there. But then as I was there for a while, I mean, the foot traffic is heavy. I mean, one person after another starts showing up, and they've already sold like 2-3 motorcycles today. So people are out and about, spending money and buying things. Anybody thinks they're not, then you're living in a rabbit hole. So anyways, I walked around and I got to thinking, you know what, maybe I'll just trade out the Honda. Eventually I was going to trade the Africa Twin for the 1100 DCT, but then I was like, I don't really want to part that Africa Twin. So I was like, you know what, I think the front behind a Robo 500, it just ain't going to get ridden. So let's go ahead and part with that. So then I looked at a Honda Fury. Fury? I mean, the new furry guy? What the hell is that? I have no idea why this truck is making a ding noise. I mean, it just doesn't end, man. This technology drives you nuts. The truck is literally making a ding noise. Are you hearing that? What the hell is it? I have no idea. I mean, I'm clueless. Yeah, so anyways, so now I'm like, all right, the Honda Fury is a chopper style motorcycle. And I got to think, I've never owned a chopper style motorcycle. Remember Orange County, choppers, making all these custom choppers, which I'd never ever buy one of them because, drive that thing to your local bar 3 miles up the road and then drive it back home. I mean, those things are not designed to go out and do long distance riding by any means. Plus, I mean, I'm just not into that. Yeah, anyways, had to take a water break there. So here's the thing. It's a yellow motorcycle. Yeah, don't laugh too hard. I mean, I know, me watching my channel right now, I'd be like, you're kidding me. You're going to buy a Honda look-alike chopper? You know what? To me, Honda, for the most part, just usually builds some really good stuff. And I'm thinking, why not? Why not? Why not have a ride? I mean, this is definitely a summer style motorcycle you'd own, where you're not going on big long trips. But the way it's set up and the way you sit on the bike, I really like the way the foot controls are, the handlebars, the way you kind of sit back. And yeah, is it yellow the preferred choice that I would buy? No. I mean, yeah, if they had a blue one, a red one, yeah, that would be much more. Even silver, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, yellow is not so much, but it's a year-to-year color thing. They only make one color, and it's not I don't think the Honda Fury is that big a mover. I could be wrong, but they got nice aftermarket pipes for it and other things. So for me, you know what? My thoughts are I'll give something up to get something. So I'm just doing a flip for a flip. That's just kind of who I am. I always have my deck of cards to play my game, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so that's what's going on. And like I say, even for me, I'm like, am I crazy? It's like a 1343cc motorcycle, air cooled. It looks like the V-twin, but it is oil cooled, I guess. And I mean, the bike just is really comfortable to sit on. And I just think, yeah, why not? I've never owned a chopper. Once again, I just not going to go out and buy the chopper for. And plus, this thing's half the price. I mean, this motorcycle is so not expensive. It's a very inexpensive motorcycle. And you know as well as I do, if you go out and you try to find a custom chopper, you're going to be talking at least 15 plus grand. I mean, if you can find an older one, yeah, but I'm just not really. That isn't what's driving it. Me just driving it because it's a Honda product, and yeah, I'll get my fun out of it, and I'm sure you'll watch a video of me getting rid of it or trading for something else down the road. But I just thought I'd share my other craziness. But here's what's not good. So if I buy this, that's number 2. That's the second purchase. And we're not, because you go back to number 1 purchase of the year was the Indian Super Chief. Uh-oh. What path are we going down this year, right? Is this technically will be number 2? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I got other things in the background going on, but I'm just telling you, my challenge is, as I progress and want to do more things, it's really having to give up things that I really don't want to give up. So that's going to be a challenge. Is if you kind of follow my channel, for the most part, I'm usually trading something to get something. I'm not just usually outright buying something. Usually not. I mean, yeah, I do that occasionally, but for the most part, the majority of the time, it's a trade for a trade. So now the challenge is, what do I give up on the car side that makes sense for something else? That's the challenge. Yeah, just like that F450. What am I going to give up for that vehicle? Am I going to give up this Raptor? I mean, that truck, F450 truck would be nice. I mean, sincerely, I could do a flip for a flip. Knowing me, who knows? That could happen, but at the same time, the Raptor truck is just so much more practical as far as getting around. The dually trucks are just so big. So I don't know. Once again, just sometimes I feel like, do I post a video? I've got followers, and I just think, you know what? I guess it's the entertainment for all. I guess for me, it's more about, hey, does this scene make sense? Yeah, I know, makes sense. Are you kidding me? Yeah. And meanwhile, my stoop doesn't connect to the truck. It's just maddening. All right, follow me along as I head to the Honda dealership to get yet another Honda. Honda, product because they hold their value and they do sell as long as you have them priced right, and they're reliable. I mean, they really are. That's why I like Honda. And I've got a relationship with Honda Financial, so they always give me what I want. I mean, I'm not lying. I had like five. I think I had like at least four, if not five accounts, maybe six with Honda Financial one time, and that's unheard of. Just like Harley Davidson Financial. Right now, I think I have 4 accounts with them. That's just unheard of. They just don't like that. The companies that loan money, they just don't like all the exposure. So yeah, so for Honda Financial, it's not always the easy, instant done deal, but usually the guys call them and finagle it through, and there you go. So life stories, right? Yeah. Oh, we've crested the big mountain, going down the big mountain here. Pretty sights there for you. In the valley. Going out to the Shenandoah Valley here in the Virginia area. Western part. How's the truck doing? It's holding its mileage, but I don't believe it. But I'm not touching it. I don't want to know. Sometimes you just don't want to know, right? And that's something about life every now and then. I just don't want to know. I just don't want to know. Does that usually mean it's not the greatest of news? Yeah. Well, I tell you, I mentioned that in my video yesterday. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, 81 years old, I think. In today's world, it seems like 81 years old isn't really that old. It is, but at the same time, gotta get my ears to pop my ears. It just seems like where we are in today's society with all the knowledge and technology, you should be able to live through your 80s, even 90s, if you really are just fortunate enough to have the right genes and the right take care of yourself. So boy, it just seems like a lot of people here of stature and known are dropping dead. What's going on, right? Some Fox News, I guess, executive, like 46 years old or something, or I'm not even sure of his real age. In his 40s, he just dropped dead. We had Lisa Marie Presley drop dead. We had Robbie Knievel drop dead. I mean, it just seems like, wow, a lot of people are dying. But yeah, whatever. people. And then it's the theories, the theories. What's killing them? Yeah, I know. Then it gets all conspiracy theories. I hear you. So a Honda Fury, really? I can do better than that, can't I? Should I be buying like a KTM 1290 adventure bike or something? It's factual, but I got the Honda Average Twin. That Honda Average Twin's a really fun motorcycle. So I kind of have the KTM, it's a nice bike. It's pricey. And it's a lot of bikes. I just have a relationship. When it comes to the financing of, things that I own, it's all about relationships. A lot of banks are like, no way. Nope, too much stuff. Too many inquiries, and we're not gonna give you squat. I get it. But now, one of the guys that works at this dealership, he claims that the phone is starting to kind of ring. The people want to get rid of their motorcycles, but he also said that the finance companies are calling their dealership. Kind of implying that people aren't making their payments on their motorcycles. I can believe that. That's the first thing that goes when times get tough. The playthings are the first things to be kicked to the curb, and you gotta. Is it food, or is it a motorcycle payment? Is it gas, or is it a motorcycle payment? Is it your health care insurance, or a motorcycle payment? I get all that, but it sounds like that's what's kind of starting to happen. Farm country. Here's all these little farm markets that are all closed up for the season. That's usually the big corn maze over there. Yeah, I've already been out here once. Here I'm number 2, driving out again, which not really that long a drive compared to what I drive every day of my life. So yeah, is it a crazy day? Is it a something to do day? Right, I don't disagree with that. I told guys, okay, well, here's something to do. I'll buy a motorcycle from you today, right? yeah, I know. Anybody that denies they do this stuff, it's like you're just lying. Somebody still had all their Christmas stuff out in front of their house. How tacky is that? Sincerely, the snowman, all the Christmas theme, inflatables. I guess it's just Christmas year round. Yeah, look at all the cows are all in the field there. How many herd of cows they have? That's good money there these days, right? The amount of money you pay for meat these days. Yeah, you go to the store, wow, right? Yikes, to say the least. See somebody there, wanting to, what's each cattle head worth in the market? I have no idea. I'm not, a farmer, not a following that, what they call it, trade or whatever. So I don't know, but I would think it's good money. That'd be my guess. They field probably a lot of land. It's all about the money, family money, that is, right? You just have to wonder, is this 100 years plus of family money, or the family owned that farm and they just kept their tradition going? You think about it, farming, that is so much work. Talk about a lifestyle. Wow. That's where my mama came from. She came from a true farming family. Her daddy raised or grew cotton. She picked cotton. Yeah, my mom lived in a house with no running water, no electricity. They had no car. Yeah, that's where my mom came from. She was in the cotton fields picking. Yep. Manual labor. But you think about it, seems like the people I've known that grew up in the farms or did the manual labor, as long as they took care of themselves and didn't turn to alcoholics or drug abusers, or they just abuse their body, or whatever it may be. It just seems like the longevity of those people is, pretty decent. These people usually hit their 90s. My grandfather was like 94 years old, and he smoked a pipe and ate bacon and eggs every day of his life, and biscuits. And I don't think he was a drinker. I'm not really sure on that. I don't remember that. Because that costs money. So for him, he was just a hard-working guy. If you follow my YouTube channel, when I was down in Florida, he's the stepbrother of Lon Allen, who I showed you, that congressman. That his father married and had a boy, and then his mother passed away when he was very young, so his father remarried, and then he had another boy, and that's where his stepbrother is. So that's the gene that the boy got from his mama. And for my grandfather, very stubborn. He was the black sheep. He dropped out of high school, or dropped out of school when he was very young. And then Lon, his brother, he was the person that stayed in school and went to school, and then went into the military, and then after the military became a lawyer, and then he became a congressman. So just two totally different individuals from the same father. Don't we see that all the time? Don't we always see in family relationships the opposites? And I talk to people, and I talk to people in great length about where, who they are, what were they, firstborn, secondborn, brothers, sisters. And I talk to parents or individuals that have, sons or daughters, and it's just interesting to hear the stories. I mean, one person I know that has 3 children, they for the most part won't talk to him. I mean, for the most part, the one talks to him, but the other 2, he has 2 boys and a girl, and they don't have a relationship. They're just totally opposite. But it's a divorce. He was married, divorced. The wife got custody of the 3 kids. So did the wife, just totally convince the kids that their father just was not a good person, and just always talked about that, and then persuaded the kids to feel like their father isn't right. Yeah, this stuff just goes on all the time. I mean, I see it. It's the relationships that we have with one another. And it's just incredible in families, and how many sad stories there are that I know of, of people that have sons, daughters, whatever it may be, and they don't talk to them. And then the same thing. You meet a person that they don't talk to their mother or father. Just wow. The hate. It's the hate. It's hate. It's the inner hate of somebody that brought you to this physical planet, physical world, and you just despise them and hate them so much, you don't want to talk to them. Isn't that incredible? And where we are, and how we are as human beings. I say it all the time, we're also self-centered, that we just want to be self-serving ourselves, and then if somebody questions that, then we get all upset, and then we alienate ourselves from others because they don't want to believe what we think is right, what they think is wrong, or what we think is wrong and they think is right. And that, I had the Honda Fury. Am I turned into a Fury guy? The Honda Fury, right? What's that all about, right? Yeah, I'm already a Honda. I've had so many Hondas. I need to count how many Hondas I've bought. I need to count how many Hondas I've bought from Timbrook Honda. Here's a house. I guess these people are early morning people because they put the front door to the east. I get all that. And the back door to the west. But to me, wouldn't it be more enjoyable to, be looking at the sunset on your porch? And I guess their attitude is the back of the house is the porch. I get it. They say you should have your house facing east-west. I don't know. They just have such a nice front porch there that it's just hard to believe it. You see, what is that? What is that all about? I just have no idea. What, the mystery. The mystery noises. All right, we're getting close up here to Twin Brook Honda, Winchester, Virginia. They've got 2 locations. The owner of this is your typical dealership infrastructure. They own like 4 or 5 car dealerships or 6. You can't run these establishments anymore like the good old days where you just had this independent motorcycle shop on the side of the road and basically borderline in a shack, and it just doesn't work anymore. To be in the real world anymore, these dealerships have to have, big showroom presence, professional presence, and you have to have professional people working for you, and they have to have, possible health insurance, and then you have to have, you pay the taxes. I mean, it's an operation. This operation we're going to, I guarantee you, the overhead costs are over $50,000 a month between the payroll and the value of the land to rent the building and the real estate taxes and electricity and blah blah insurance, blah blah blah. I guarantee you, conservative number, you need $50,000 a month just to pay the bill without even making a profit. And they're open Monday through Saturday, so it's 26 days a month. So you have to be making close to $2,000 a day profit to even be in business. But where that comes from is the back end. It's the back end. So today, they're going to sell probably, I'd say, 3-4 units. And I bet you at the end of the day, their average margin is at least $1,000. Okay, but that's not a lot of money. I mean, that's $3,000 then, maybe $4,000, maybe. And then they get the back end of the service. So it's tight numbers. But if you do it right, these guys had incredible pandemic numbers. I mean, these guys, and what happened is the pandemic weeded out all the multi-brand guys so that the Honda, locations is slim to none. Yeah, I mean, that has inventory. There's multi-brand Honda dealerships, but they barely have any inventory. The powerhouses get all the inventory. So these guys here, they get all the people driving all over the tri-state plus area, even from California, Florida. List goes on and on and on. Maine. People come buy stuff from this dealership because they have such a good inventory because Honda takes care of them. All right, so you got it. So we're coming up here got to do a U-turn up here and do our thing. As you can see, as I roll up the road here and getting late now. I told him to be back by 3 o'clock. So now, if you drive by right now, your impression is going to be, ain't much going on. But there is. Oh, there's my bike right there. There it is. The yellow bike. Am I crazy? I turned into the big bird. Am I the Sesame Street? Hey, don't get too personal on me, right? Yeah, now what I got to do is I got to get over there and I get this truck backed in. And, oh my gosh. Don't even buy it. I can change my mind at the last second. I can do whatever the hell I want, right? Follow me along. As we hear the blinker drive you about crazy, right? As we hope the bike's back there didn't fall over. Yeah, so here it is. See, Honda Powerhouse. That's a key word right there. Honda Powerhouse. I think I lost it. Yeah, that means that these guys get all the selected product. There it is. There it is. Is that goofy looking or what? Am I goofy? I think I am. I don't disagree. Anybody who's following my channel, I'd be like, yeah, I don't disagree. And now I get this damn thing backed up. And see what we can do here.